excess mustache hairs, man.
Man, I just got mine cut off, dog. I had whiskers, dog.
Yeah, them things be all in my nose everywhere, bro. Like, God doggone, bro. Yo, what's up, Scatterbrainers? Appreciate you for dropping back in and watching some videos. This is another episode of Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. Of course, I am your host, Ray Bradford. Told y'all I was gonna bring a special guest on, friend. We gonna kick it off. He had helped me kick the original podcast off. Now that I just thought about it. So Jeffrey Reynolds is in the house. Bass extraordinaire, keyboard extraordinaire, MD. We played in church together for a long time. My boy departed on me. I'm trying to think of what else.
He had a departure on me at another church before that, though. So. I'm ready to get him back now.
Yeah, man. Anything you need in music, man, you need production done. You need arranging done. You need recording done. Whatever you need done, man. You need live mixing. I've seen my boy do it all. He done put his hand in all of it now. So hit him up, Jeffrey Reynolds. I want to go and get this out the way before we start. Where can they find you at?
You can find me at Jeffrey Reynolds on the Facebook system, and then on Instagram it's the JC Reynolds.
Sweet. Email?
Email is jeffreyreynolds92@gmail.
Come on, man. I got some listeners.
I would have said my production one, but JCR Music Production at Gmail.
The reason I asked email, because I got listeners who will email you, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
I ain't never had nobody email me. I felt important, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I felt important. I seen that email. I said, God doggone.
I be feeling the same way when people be like, most businesses, they want you to have like a website stuff. I be like, man, people don't go to websites, but they do. Just like they go email you, man. They really be into. It's the way I reach out to people type stuff.
Dog. And I'm gonna try to do exactly. He asked me about modes. We gonna break modes down.
That's fire.
I want to approach it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before I do it, I want to approach it the right way.
I'm going to be watching that one because modes whoop me down.
My way of looking at it different.
That's good, though.
Because like the school, I got the academia side, and then I got my church side. So it make my view on modes different. So I want to approach it right before I...
Well, that's tight. We've been talking a long time about it different, so... I'm gonna tap into how you looking at it, because modes really ain't never made sense to me. It's especially like if you talking about playing them inside of me. I know what they are, but playing them inside of music and like establishing the different sounds. Like I just, for lack of a better term, I just know how to play my instrument and what I feel.
Yeah.
But like I never understood modes. I just I know this kind of feel Latin-y, so I can use this mode, so to say. But I don't really know how to use them joints like that.
It's just. The cool thing I think about modes is we try to like delegate them to us, the word modes. But if you don't delegate it to the word modes and make it chord scale relationships,
which is what it is.
That's all it is. So it's like once you figure that out, and just know for this chord, I can play this scale,
right. And that's what threw me off for a long time, because people used to say, like if you start on 3 or whatever, it's a Phrygian or whatever, so it got that certain sound. Like when you hear it, like you know what it is. I always felt like when to use that was in the key center of the 1, but really you need to use it over. So if we're in C sharp, you need to be using that over in F, like but you use the Phrygian mode of C sharp.
Yeah.
It's like, but. To me, that'd be like we in 2 different keys. Cause let me get myself back together. Let me get back to C sharp for me, or F, whatever I'm in. But yeah, it just be stuff like that. But I'm gonna watch the video. I'll be wanting to understand.
Yeah, man. I think I reached out to somebody to do next week as well, but they said they couldn't do it. So I think I'm gonna dedicate next week to it. I just gotta wrap my mind around how I'm gonna present it.
Yeah, I feel it.
So. Before we get in, you just had a gig with big gig to me, gig with Ricky Diller. How'd that go? Where you was playing bass?
It was fire, man. I enjoyed myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Had a nice sound on stage. Had a nice crew too. Like everybody was dope.
What rig you use up there? I seen the Aguilar cab.
they had it was all Aguilar. So they had the two 410s, and I don't know what series, but two 410s, and then the Aguilar.
The tone hammer.
It's the Mm-hmm. And then everything was backline. The church, which was crazy, they built the stage that the band was standing on over the pit. The pit is dropped under there. I don't know how they done this because it's like regular like riser stage, and they built it over the thing, and so everything was backline from this company. I'm still lost to how we didn't fall through because it ain't like an elevator pit. It's just down there, and they just made a stage over it out of riser pieces. I don't know, man. I thought I was supposed to fall, but it was fine. But yeah, my boy Deontay was on organ, had Alvin Ford on drums, Shemaiah Turner on guitar, and Gabriel Sharp was MDing.
How was
He's
Shemaiah?
the good. Shemaiah.
I never played with Shemaiah, man. I always
Stupid cool. You know who he remind you of? Willie. All day long. Super cool. He not gonna say much. He back there like this, like, just big for no reason. But so this is the thing. The sound man, bro, you know how them especially monitor guys. He pissed off at the first request that we asked for. Like, dude was like, hey, can I get a little bit more keys? He already upset. I'm like, bro, I need a little track, just a little bit. You know how you try to look past and like, I just need a little bit. I never heard that track all night. I heard it. The stage was booming, so I heard what I heard from stage as far as track. And then I asked him for guitar. That's why I said that. I didn't hear Shemaiah all night.
Oh shit!
It kind of made me mad. I'm like, bro, I asked to turn him up at least 3 times, but I was like, dude, already on one. My boy on organ asked for something for keys, and he was like, he came my way over there. Can you play the keys just for the organ, please? It's like, bro, calm down, bro. Like, no.
Oh.
No.
Fire him, doc.
Yeah,
it's 2 minutes sound man.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes sound man in New Orleans, doc.
But it was the company, so it was all they rig and stuff. Nice stuff. Everything was girl, the organ, stupid fire. Like everything in it was fire. But that was the one thing we did deal with. So I played with one ear on, one and off. I didn't get nothing I asked for in my ears. That's the only bad thing about the gig. But the gig was fire. All Ricky music is fun to play, and it's super well organized. So it's like you kind of gotta play the sequence to get to the next part of the song. And I like music like that. I like well put together music. Like, bro, it really ain't no other way you can play this. You can try it, but it ain't gonna feel good if I just jump. You know what I'm saying? But so that's what I like about that gig. And then we did a ballad. I like ballads, man. I don't know. I just like ballads because ballad me. I don't like play a bunch of notes. Just big, and So
big
yeah,
grown
it was
man
fun.
whole note.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay. That doggone. I've been looking for video. Only video I found was Kagler page.
Yeah, Rome had one on her thing, but Kagler sent me some videos from somebody who was in the audience. I don't know who it was, but I was planning on posting some of them.
Okay.
So I'll probably post them on the page.
Man,
long videos too. John P. Key was also on that gig, and they band was smacking all the time.
Who play in their band now?
I don't know nobody but CJ, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Some dude named Leland on guitar.
I know Leland. He from.
That's what they was. They asked me that I know, and that's why I mean,
Leland from North Mississippi.
I heard the name before, but
I think Leland play at Brown now.
Oh, that's fire.
I think Leland play at Brown.
He was killing.
Yeah.
Leland. No. Whoever was on mains, young, probably about our age, dread, long, thug looking dude, bruh. They took solos back and forth, him and the organ player. And these, like, you be asking me about, like, will they pass, like, in, like, that world, like, the fusion world, or are they just good for gospel? Both of them. They can go on that. Especially the dude that was on mains, though. Like, slick, he would eat nobody up. But he didn't mess up nothing. He didn't sound bad. It just, like, when that dude came in, and John B. Key just let him go back and forth for at least 3 minutes.
Big dude on drums, ain't it? Or short, chubby dude on drums?
Nah, CJ Thompson.
Oh, CJ.
Yeah, that's
Could they know
Chris Brown drummer and stuff.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying.
Oh yeah, they been having the
they be having a short, chubby dude on drums.
And so Morgan wasn't no bass. They had the young dude that they been. I guess. I mean, he was smacking. He had a nice bass.
Yeah, only person I know is Leland. I just thought about it. That's the only person I know from that band.
I felt like that might have been his family.
It.
I don't know if it's his son or nephew that was on Oregon, but I can't really say for sure.
That band killing though.
Yeah,
every time. They killing. Production on that band killing too. It was somebody else on that gig though, wasn't it?
So it was a choir that opened up, a local choir. A dude named, they was killing too. Ah, man, what's that dude name? I know his choir is called the Arc Singers or the Arc Choir.
Yeah.
They were killing. He was killing. He a great director.
Okay.
Never heard of him before that night. But
Akia sing with them. I heard.
Yeah.
I heard
she led some that night.
Yeah, I heard her talk about them. I seen her post about them.
It was fire.
Okay. Well, that's an update from the weekend. Wanted to get you get good and comfortable before we start, man. So we here for bass lessons. So everybody, you done heard my approach on some stuff. But I want to get somebody else's approach on some stuff about bass playing. Their approach to bass playing. We'll play a little bit at the end. We'll play together with Jam just so you can see. I know how people are on the internet. They like to verify that you can play and stuff like that before they listen to you. So we'll play at the end and show you that we both can play bass.
Right. He said I was extraordinary, but I'm not Ray. I'm gonna play with him.
Yo, never mind. I was about to go back and forth, but I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, so Jeff,
what's up?
Tell me, I like this conversation because, like I said, I went to school, so I got the academia way. Right. But I like to talk to people who didn't go to school, who just figured out ways to do the same thing I'm doing, but they figured out their way to approach it in without the academic study of.
Not even know what it's really called. Doing, yeah, for sure.
So give me like 2 techniques that you've grown to use that you think people can use, man. And you tune like down to A. So I'm figuring you got some different stuff in your bag.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I use a lot of hammer-ons and some pull-offs. It depends on what I'm really doing. I ain't really good at going, because from my understanding, hammer-ons is like going up and pull-offs kind of going down. And it depends on how you looking at it. But yeah, so hammer-ons and pull-offs I use a lot. And I think I just do that for like style, not necessarily, because I can strum it if I needed to, but it just, kind of make stuff feel better. And then I don't know if this is a technique, but I use slides, not just like to like come in, like slide into a note, but like so it was this one song we was playing the ballad I was talking about. So you're the lifter. So that'd be the easy way just to get to that B flat. But so this just feel good to me. So you're the lifter. And like slide down to it, like I'm like a hair behind, but it's like a feel. It's like a feel instead of right on there. I could do it here, but or I could do it here, but to me, I'd be like, nah. And then so I like manipulating. I think it is manipulating octaves. Mm-hmm. So I do it down here, and then to get down there, to me it create like a contrast in what's going on.
So let me ask you, when you do that, are you doing like what key that's in?
That's in C sharp.
C sharp.
So they're going to the 6, yeah.
Ooh, I ain't tuned that low. Are you hitting the first note on the downbeat?
So I'm really
and making it like a grace note type
right,
situation?
But my first note, I guess I ain't really think about the first note I'm actually hitting on that down. So I probably it's so now that I'm doing it, it's probably what's ever right there that it like I would be going to like that same fret. Mm-hmm. So and then slide from there to I don't know if that answers your question.
Kinda, cause I want the people like if they trying to practice it. So in time.
So I'm hitting it on it, but it's like just a hair, and I like I said, I think it's just like feel.
Okay.
Because I could hit, like I said, or do it down here, and so like I could hit it right on, but I don't know. It's just something I done came to do a lot actually.
Okay.
And then my bass low too, so I think that's another thing that made me like, bro, I got room to do some stuff, so let me do it. Yeah. So I sure do it. Like even if I'm going to my open string, so if it was, I still probably slide down, even though it's my open string. Yeah. It's just I don't know. It's a feeling.
So what you think is like the benefit of playing to the tuning you playing like that low? I don't know. I've never understood it as far as like I can't make it out. I just know when I hear it, it's like that's balls to the wall deep.
Yeah. So I used to be super against it. Actually, I'm like, man, what's up, man? So and then actually the person who was like, it was my boy Brandon Butler. He was like, "Cuz ain't no way you tune the beat right now." And I think it's just a gospel thing. Not that it's just in gospel, but it's like I think a creator feel like to at least to be able to hit that B flat for like gospel. I don't know why. I don't know. Gospel. My bass player in my church on the A flat, and I'll be like, cuz that'll throw me off just because dots. Like your dot is on your half your sharps and flats now. I was like, bro, that's gonna throw my whole mind. Like B flat didn't make sense to me. I had to go down. That's the reason I went down the whole step.
Yeah.
Because
everything looked the same.
It's like so. I can deal with this G, which was my A.
Yeah.
I can deal with that, but if this was my G, like that'll throw my whole mind, cause. But my dots is my whole notes. Like I don't understand nothing else. My dots is my whole notes.
Yeah, that's he tuned the A flat.
A flat.
Do he get his bass custom set up?
I don't think so. He may have when he first got it done. He got a Fender though, and I don't think you supposed to jump.
I'm saying like
in my mind.
Yeah, that's why it's about like you.
He had to get it custom to do first time.
I'm saying it got to be a custom setup. Like you can't just change them.
But people ask me that too, and I was like, no, it's just bro. The thing is, this thing fell right into place. So it is another benefit now that I think about it. The way I like for my strings to feel, like as far as like
the bend action.
Beautiful. Like I feel like that's too tight for me.
Yeah.
Like now I can still play it obviously, but it'd be like, so if I get on stage, like if I go visit Bourbon Street and one of my boys playing, I pick up his bass. It's like I could play in the regular tuner, but it's like it kind of be hard for me to move around because I done got so used to like barely having to touch these strings, and then I already play with my what you call it, my
the string height low.
Right, my string height is already kind of high.
Oh.
So when I get back on my string one is high. So I already play kind of hard. So when I get on another bass that's tuned right and it's pulled a little bit more, I just feel like I'm straining then. You feel what I'm saying? But only because I tuned like this now. And I've been tuning like this, I don't know, for like 4 years. But before that, I was extremely against it.
High action?
High action.
Jesus Christ, dude. My hand can't handle it no more.
It can handle it if you was tuned down, I promise.
I need that low action. I need to touch that bass in it.
See, I am touching a little harder.
Yeah, I'm just...
And I think that's slick why I can't get my actual technique like super down. And also...
Yeah, you play low.
Yeah, I play. Actually, I play lower than this. I just hired this because I was practicing that Ricky gig. I usually practice standing up like when I finish actually learning something, but I never did stand up. And I got to that gig, like, dang. Just thought I was gonna be in the pit, sitting down somewhere just like I practiced. But so I hired it a little bit, to be able to do certain stuff in his music. But yeah, I usually play lower than that. So that's another thing too.
So, all right. So we done talked about tuning. We talked about. I want to figure out what to call this technique, cause that's a technique. Look, everything is a technique. The slide thing.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
It's like a glissando in a.
A glissando. You gotta tell me what that is, academic.
It's like you hear trombone, boom.
Oh, and they okay,
boom, but it's like it's kind of like a glissando.
Like it's there, but they not. Is it so much as a technique, or is it like a style? Like, is glissando like a style, or is it just something you do inside, like a
No, it's not. So when we say style would be like a style of music. I think.
right,
But
like
it's
Latin
no,
that's super
it's a
different.
thing. It's a specific thing that when arrangers or writers, composers want
So it's like
this thing,
if
they
they
go,
wanted a staccato, but they wanted what you call it, a glissando in this part, and then they want a piscato in this part.
So like, if you reading the music, you'll see glissando. You'll see the word,
Right.
But
And that means, like,
it's a certain. It's also a thing that represents it,
Right.
And you do it for that amount of bars.
Okay, I got
this
you.
amount of beats. So if it's
So I guess it would be
2
considered a
beats
technique.
yeah, so it's like a technique thing. You gotta master.
Yeah.
You know.
But I do it a lot. I ain't really think about no songs where I do it on, but I'm pretty sure I damn near probably do it on every song, and not even like think about it. I don't know.
I get my point is everything is a technique.
Right.
We don't even realize it.
Right.
But like
And that's my
everything
thing,
that
yeah.
we do is a like the way we play with our right hand,
Yeah.
the way it's just everything. After you've done it so much, it's a technique.
Yeah.
At first it may have been a mistake, or
Right.
it may have been a hobby, but then it
Right.
become the way that you play. And
Right.
if I take that from the way that you play,
It becomes a technique.
I'm saying your playing ain't. How can I put it? Your playing ain't what it was if I take
Right.
that part
Oh,
out
yeah,
of your
yeah,
playing.
for sure. I got
so
you.
it's like that
Yeah.
technique
Make you use.
is specific to you.
Yeah.
And that's something I ain't never seen. Honestly, I don't think I ever
So
seen
I
it.
feel like, you know who my favorite bass player is.
Yeah.
Matt Ramsey. I feel like he manipulates octaves. Like, he'll do something up here, but then end up like, I don't know how he do it, but he'll end up down here. Kind of, I don't even know how to say it. Like, damn near simultaneously. Like, this, the way he moved, you be like, "Cuz, there's no way you just did all that."
Yeah, I was
And we hitting on the one still, like you smacking it. Like, it's no way.
I was talking about him on my pentatonic lesson.
Oh yeah.
On my the pentatonic joint. Cause they just mastered. They done mastered.
Oh, his pentatonic
they
is
know
ridiculous.
They know they pivot points.
So good.
They know like here.
Right.
I can go here.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
once you can do that. Now it's the other thing that you mentioned. I wanna
Hammer on up.
the hammer-ons. Can you give me an example how you use hammer-ons and pull off?
So if in a lot of my expression is really just major
Like the
scales,
pentatonic something?
or just straight down major scales. So if I'm I don't know what's the song. So I make what song can I say?
Last song you played.
Just that good groove. Dreams,
Yeah.
like something like that, just to do
Yeah.
a little feel. Or like I did it when I got to the last string, let them last two notes. So
Okay. Cause that's that part.
yeah. But I be gospeling stuff up sometimes. So I do a little trill in there for no reason. Yeah, for no reason I just throw it in there. So like that, like I do it in my pentatonics a lot.
Yes, dude, like hammer-ons, is it a specific, because like me, if I tried to hammer on with 1 and 3,
Right.
like my index and my ring finger is weak, super weak. But if I do 1 and 2 and 1 and 4, it's still
Strangely, I do 1 and 4 a lot.
okay.
Like that's my. I may start it with like whatever note I'm starting in my scale. So I may start it with my with middle finger, but after that I'm jumping
Yeah,
and then just finish it out with 1 and 4.
okay. Cause that joint like that, I can't. It's just hard to do. Like for some reason, 1 and 3.
Oh yeah, I can't. Well, yeah, it is.
It's like man, it take a lot of energy. It take a lot of energy. That's what it.
I can't do 1 and 2. You can do 1 and 2.
Yeah. But I wouldn't never. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I just switched to my third. I ain't even know I did it.
I wouldn't do it in the moment. If I did do it in the moment, it just had to be.
Yeah.
But if I'm thinking about, and it's not good to think about what you're gonna play. But if I'm thinking about what I'm playing, I would never do 1 and 2. I would do 1 and 2 on like a 7-1 situation.
You're right. I do it on 7-1 too.
Yeah.
So even if I go,
or like a 3-4-5 type joint. Yeah. That joint. Now that's something I don't even know where I picked that up from though. that hammer-on situation.
The one, yeah. That's actually tight.
That up, but
that sounds extreme. So are you?
I'm doing Nah, I don't know where I picked that up from.
See, I don't hit the bass strong enough with my right. I don't think so. So to make that sustain that long,
it's stemming from not holding it down long enough
with the first note.
Yeah. So I'm not picking my first finger up.
Right, cause you don't. Yeah, to hit higher notes.
Yeah.
I see. It's still hard.
Yeah.
That's a dope trill though. You know that's another technique. Like people only got like one trill they do because but trills that change your whole sound. Like you can do the same notes, but the way you trill it is
Matt cold at the trill.
Matt just hey, you already know. But then he'll do a different rhythm of a trill coming down like cud. You
know who else like locally cold at trills?
Who that?
Nate.
Oh yeah, but
Nate,
that's super fair to say though.
Nate's so cold at trills, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, how?
They can run a bass line though.
Like how, bro?
Yeah.
Like how did you think?
See, my normal one is so. I usually do it to start something, and then I just go straight like a hammer-on or kind of pentatonic deal on one.
You in L?
Yeah. But after I get there, I'm going straight down. Make you see like I ain't got all that sweet stuff, but I feel like I know how to manipulate it to like be me.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, sir. D. That's it, dog. How you manipulate it to get, dog.
I like doing 7 stuff too, like.
Do that again. The way you ended on the B you doing arpeggio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like going to my phone. I'm gonna end everything on the phone. I'm still at church, dog.
Man, I used to think you got tired of hearing me do this at West Point all the time. Cause the trill, I used to do this all the time.
Nope, I can't do it.
I used to do them two things. Every boy.
You know why I never got? I know exactly. I remember this vaguely. I mean, not vaguely, very well. I know that you gonna hit whatever note that you thinking about ending on. I'm never like every time I empty especially like a new situation, bro. If I don't like know my personnel, I'm going one of my first 1 or 2 points gonna be if you know you ain't gonna land it, don't try it. So I'm cool with like, cause I know whatever you gonna come off, you gonna hit it because that's just like that's what you know. I'm gonna hit.
I was doing it so much at one point I was like, man, I know they tired of hearing me play this.
Then I hammer on like I do. See, I ain't so. See, that's what I'm saying. My right.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep going. I don't want to have to pick at that probably 34th note. So, I want to figure out how to really do it all on one line. Cause dudes who do it on one line,
Yeah.
like all the way up, like
It-
bro, and it be strong.
But the crazy part is left hand strength.
Yeah, for
It's
sure that
all-
too.
it's just-
But it's also it's gonna be harder for me anyway because mine higher like a dummy.
Yeah, you
but
gotta pull
yeah,
you gotta lower that action a little bit now.
I know it immediately made me a better bass player.
No, it just make it easier to play.
That's something I be doing too. I do it on that note.
That's a natural minor where like you start from yeah. I be doing that you ain't
Oh yeah,
doing that all the time. But that's one of them things off from the I Would Trust in You.
Oh yeah, they did do it in there. I like doing stuff double octave, same thing here, there, and just end beautiful.
Nah, that thing is beautiful.
Bruh.
Now, Jeff,
What's up? What else we got?
we got two more things.
Okay, cool. It's all good.
How do you prepare for bass gigs, and what would you give? I don't want to say a beginner because a beginner shouldn't just have bass gigs. You shouldn't have bass gigs, but you should be striving to have bass gigs. But what would you tell somebody who's trying to elevate from where they are to prepare for a bass gig?
So I'm gonna piggyback on something that me and you be talking about all the time that you were I feel like directly told from Mike Lee, but listen to the music.
Oh yeah.
I was doing this before then. I just didn't know that other people like I thought I was like not special, but like, bro, I really be knowing music just from listening to it. But apparently everybody do that who actually know how to listen. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the earliest you can start listening to music, the music that you gotta learn or whatever, the better. For some reason, so all my work is in New Orleans, so it's an hour, 30, 45-minute drive, whatever. So I like to listen. Sound dangerous, cops don't get mad at me, but I like to take my notes while I'm driving. So, and I'll probably listen to the songs 2 or 3 times before I feel like let's start taking the notes on it. And my whole goal is by the time I sit down with my bass or my keys, that my notes sustain at least, like me reading my notes gonna get me through at least 85% of the song.
Yeah.
If I don't do that, I was a bad listener. I wasn't listening good to this music. Cause stupid stuff will happen if you're not really listening. Like 6, sound like 2s.
I didn't went through it.
It's like
come to church and did that big time.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's a 4 chord, but they playing a 2 over it. But stuff like that. So I feel like you was finna ask that question. So I ain't gonna answer that right now. I answer it next. But yeah, that's really my whole format. And like I said, by the time I sit with my bass, I should be able to play based off my notes that I took at least 85% of the song, if not 100%, depending on the simplicity of the song and how much time I really had to listen to it. Because people give you a song that they talking about tomorrow. Yeah. It's like I can.
I'd had my bad experience.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm gonna know that music, man. I can't help it. Like I don't care if I'm tired. I got other stuff to do. Me being me, I'm gonna do all I gotta do to really know that music for tomorrow. It's gonna piss me off a little bit because I could be doing something else. Yeah. But I accepted the gig. Yeah. And so I'm gonna listen to it as much as possible. And if I get home 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, that's when I'm gonna pick up my bass. And hopefully my notes is cold. Because I don't want to sit with it. If it's one of them situations, I don't feel like doing that. But if I do got to sit with it a little bit, I will. And then, so once I sit with my bass the first time, I may look at my notes like the first 2 or 3 times through. If it's not hard, I may just do one time, and then I'll like I was telling him, I stand up and like practice because I don't like to play bass sitting down. So I stand up and practice that song, get into my mode, how I move on stage or whatever. And if I'm smacking, then I probably ain't gonna worry about it. Honestly, no more because I'm in there.
Let me ask you this then: in your listening time, say you listen to a passage and you like, yeah, this gonna be a little tough to physically get. How do you prepare in that sense? Where it's like I gotta really sit down and physically, figure this out.
So,
or do you like listen and can you? Because this something I
was just
can
finna
do.
say that.
I can visually see my hand playing it,
doing the thing
when I'm listening to it.
Only thing with that is I don't have nowhere near perfect pitch. So I just, in my mind, I'm looking at my bass. I don't care what key this song in, but if I decided it was in F, that's what I'm looking at in my head. And that's the only thing, like, and like you said, if it's a part in there, like a lick or something, even if it ain't hard, I try to find at least where it's starting at and ending at. And the stuff between, you kind of base that off of that chords. You know what I'm saying? Like you were talking about like the modes and modes is like scale and chord. Right. And so everything in between there is like, if I understand, if I hear what they starting at or what they ending at, I probably can figure out the middle part just based off of the chord that's being played. I do that because I'm a keys player, I think. But bass players may do it automatically too.
Well, it's easier to hear single notes for me.
Right.
Single notes is super hard. I mean, it's super easy, but it's just once they get into a fast succession.
Right.
If you like,
but so it was some on the Ricky gig. I was like, dang, that was gonna eat me up. But I had listened to them songs. I got the gig like 6 days before the gig, so I was just listening to them. It was like shower or whenever. Even though I can't really hear the bass notes in the shower, I hear like sequence or certain stuff that the keys are do to go to this place or whatever. I was just listening just like to know where the music going basically. But
I'm glad you said that. I want to ask you something. Keep going.
But other than like when I sat down my bass out and the stuff I was like gonna be hard, I saw exactly what it was. So once I found my key, bro, I promise you, I hit them licks damn near the first or the second time. Just like, bro, I saw that. And I don't like. I'm not as good as you as the chord scale relationship, but sometimes that junk just end up working in my mind. I can see it. I can visually see it.
But I think you can hear that stuff better than I can.
Maybe the chord, because I also play keys, but
you hear that stuff better than I can.
But I feel like that's what they teach you. Like, I feel
they
like
teach you to hear the chord, but I just don't hear the full chord.
I feel like it's at least 5 to 10 chords that when you hear, like, I know that it's like an alt chord, like a regular like alt chord, or like a diminished, half diminished from a diminished. It's a little hard to hear, but you like if you really just listen, like that's just a half diminished versus a whole diminished. But sometimes a plain triad can sound crazy to you depending on what bass they done put over it or whatever. Yeah. Like, cause ain't no way that's just a regular triad. Yes, it is. Yeah. It's just somewhere that you would. So, it just comes from listening. But like I say, once I pick up my bass, I don't listen to that music. I done damn near put in 5-6 hours.
Listening is over half the battle.
Oh my God.
Over half the battle. So in your listening part of the battle, give the viewer and the listener, give them a priority of like 3 things that they should be listening for. Notes, number system, they the same. Notes, number system. Tell me if I'm wrong with this priority. Let me do that. Let's do it that way. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I was finna say what's next, but go ahead.
Notes, number system, especially as a bassist.
Oh, for sure.
Keyboard player, your role may be a little different, but
not for me though. I was gonna say that too. I start with bass because I'm gonna base my chord off of
the bass.
That's why I'm gonna know your bass. If you don't know your bass part, I'm gonna know your bass part.
See,
I could be wrong, just like anybody can be wrong, but for the most part, I probably know your bass.
That's for another day, but that's
yeah.
So notes, number system, sequence,
right? Sequences,
and then licks.
Okay.
Or specials.
Okay. Well, to me, that sequence.
That's part of the sequence?
To me.
The lick is?
Yeah. So are you talking about licks that the bass player is doing, or like holistic, like sonically what everybody's doing? Because sonically, I feel like that's part of the sequence.
I put it all together. Because, like, I can learn it in the sequence. I can know that it's verse 1, lick coming out of verse 1, in the chorus 1.
But the lick going into the other one is different.
Like, I can know, but then I sit down and, like, when I separate licks, I sit down and I focus on licks.
Oh, so I don't do that.
And then I focus on what lick I may want to add. Or you get what I'm saying?
So I do, obviously, I pick my spots and do stuff there, but for the most part, I don't think I ever really separated the licks from the sequence, because I feel like that's what lets me know where the sequence going to a degree, especially in gospel music. Like, niggas ain't doing the same lick over and over again. So, or if they is, to me, the second time we do that, we finna go out. Mm-hmm. So I put licks in sequence, like that's a part of the song. So I put it in sequence. My third thing would be style, like how that bass player playing the song. So, it was a song. So yeah, this is a little bounce. So came into so I feel like when I first got on, I wasn't playing like with that like Chicago bump feel. Like I feel like I was playing it more like boxy, like maybe not necessarily like I can hear what it's doing, but it was like my hunt was different, and I was like, I'm playing the notes, but I need to get into like how he actually moving, like, and so even though it may not be a super far off thing, like I just like style be important to me, especially this is bad, but depending on the gig, I want to get that style. Like I don't want nobody to say like, bro, them the notes, but it don't feel right.
Yeah.
So style and feel is one thing to me. So I feel like that's like the third thing for me.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's gonna be something I want to talk about on here. It's feel.
Right.
And I don't think I don't even I'm had to figure this out too. But I don't even know if you like some stuff is just natural.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to think about that. Feel like I don't even know what the notes you're playing. Yeah. I just know, like,
and that's what I'm saying.
The way it feels.
I was close, but I was feeling like, so when I'm playing with it, I'm hearing like his bass hit a little bit before or after mine. I'm like, bro, it's something wrong with my feel. Like I feel like I hit that. But I'm gonna be honest. Some of the stuff I was hearing that was different from him, he would just be doing like a different movement to get back to the one, and I was like, okay, he was just doing like a different rhythm to get back to the one, and that was a lot of the things. I ain't even gonna say it was that song specifically, but it was some songs in there. I was like, I'm not playing that feel, and I can feel it.
Yeah, I'm using that example like some stuff is just natural, feel. So it's hard to like. The reason I didn't mention feel in my priority, because most of the time, it's just natural,
right?
Like you naturally feel it, like unless like D'Angelo wasn't natural for me when I first started listening to D'Angelo, and it was like, and I was listening to Voodoo, and I was like, I'm playing with it, and I'm like, something ain't right. But then once I picked it up, now it's natural for me to hear D'Angelo. Be like, okay,
I can see that. I can see that because. When me playing on like Bourbon, none of that stuff was natural to me. But you call that song or anything in that genre or that feel of the genre, I got you, bro. It is what it is. Like, you know.
I wouldn't say it. But you've been playing that alone of all that stuff. It should.
Oh, it's second nature. And I, bro, to be honest, I think about that all the time when I'm on stage. Like, ain't no way I know all this music. But it is, because I remember going to Nashville with Jason Sarad and Vince. We went Broadway. We saw these. We watched them boy play for like an hour. We was all like, "Bro, ain't no way they know this much music." But now we all do this, and it's like, of course they know all this music, and it's not hard to know. You may forget some stuff you ain't played in a while, but long as you got a key, you pretty much still know that music, man. But I'm glad you said some stuff be automatic. So this a thing I don't like about bass players sometimes. So
this is a perfect segue too.
Okay, so like I said, ballad's my thing. So we playing a ballad and it just feel good. I ain't even playing nothing specific. Oh, I'm doing my little slide thing. So I can, that's one of my habits. But somebody may not be like, bro, I need you to go straight to the note. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm getting to. Like sometimes bass players can't help to do their little thing that they naturally do.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Like but I know I got certain things I do too. And so when I'm playing certain music that I know feel good to me, I'm constantly thinking about like, but don't do nothing extra.
Yeah.
But don't hit me with this. Like that's gonna piss me off if that ain't like the feel that they like. Yeah. That ain't what they wrote.
Yeah, I've been trying to that's some. I was thinking about that today, but I just got this bad habit. But I think I heard like the Anthony Brown,
right?
And I just heard him do that, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
cool, because that's my normal thing.
Yeah.
I like to slide to the that's octave slide, and I was like, okay, that's cool, but.
But somebody who always got to do like.
But if you're not paying attention, you'll catch yourself doing.
Like, but he didn't do that, and I think if you own like, I guess I could say if you on drums and you really know this song, bass and drums, Mm-hmm. If that bass player doing something like that, it's probably gonna irritate the drummer because it's like, bro, you kind of messing up the whole thing because. Ain't nobody doing no they not doing no lead ups to nothing. They just hitting the notes. And on this section, that was fine in the last section because they was doing it like it was but in this section it's like, bro, they meant not to like you move with everybody. It's like it's flowing. It messed with me cause it like if this wasn't into and I'm speaking more like just for a section that just feels good. Like obviously be yourself.
Yeah.
But like if this section just feel good without that, please don't do this. Because that's what you do. Don't do none of that. Just try your best to take your breaths.
That is take your breath, breathe while playing. It helped your phrasing a ton. Boy, that stopped me in my tracks when you said that. But that's man, I hope nobody get mad at me when I say this. But that is a beginner thing. Yeah, because we don't think that
it's gonna bother somebody.
We don't think that's music.
Yeah.
Or that just feels good. Yeah. We don't understand that like it's cool to just do that, man.
Yeah, it's so cool. That's even like so flowers. I can buy myself flowers. So for the longest time, I never learned that song. So I was just kind of playing it with this "I Will Survive" type of feel, or like a just disco.
No, it ain't that.
But that bass. What is it? Yeah, there you go. It mattered, bro. Like what I was playing was fine until I figured out, bro, that dude playing something totally different, and that feel got that song feeling. Like this is fine, like this disco all day, but that ain't what it is again. It's beautiful, bro. It's just,
and it's melodic.
I feel like appreciate people's music, man.
Yeah, but that come from it go back to the preparation.
Yeah.
Did you really listen?
Yeah. I'd be mad at myself too, because a lot of stuff we just know just from playing on Bourbon, like from having to play it like a request, and we never actually learned it.
Oh yeah.
And you go listen to that stuff, you be like, bro, I did what I needed to do that night. Oh yeah, but man, if I ever had to play this for real and say I know it to somebody who really know it, they finna eat me up.
Ooh.
Oh, that I want to talk about that. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yeah. We'll off camera now. One more thing, Jeff.
Yeah.
One more thing. So I introduced him. I let y'all know he's an MD. MD'd me for a while. And now he's on to another situation. He MD's another band in the company that we both play for. So he does. He's MD'd a lot of situations. When you're now, I hate that. One caveat is when people say they MD a situation, I just hate that most situations don't let you actually MD. And what I mean by that is, hey, I'm gonna pick my own unit.
Yeah.
Like that's true musical director.
Dude.
I'm picking my own unit and blah blah blah. So I don't know how many situations like that you've been in, but I know you MD'd a lot of situations. When you get a chance to think about bass players that you want to use, what are the qualities that you're looking for in a bass player? Being that you are a bass player who got records out that you playing bass on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what qualities do you look for, like in that person, as far as the playing wise? I know character, you want somebody cool, blah, blah, blah. But like playing wise.
Honestly, that don't even matter to me sometimes. Like, I say that only because I ain't doing like tours stuff. I ain't got to hang out with you. But
even on a tour, I don't care how cool you is.
I feel that too.
I want the best person.
Oh, dude. If you feel good on that stage, cuz.
I want the best person.
So, I'm gonna start with Phil. No. Let me take that back. I'm gonna start with you knowing the music. Mm-hmm. This, and I tell people this too, along with those top two statements I make. Y'all, I would really appreciate if y'all learn this music as if you were finna MD it. People don't be acting like they don't know what that mean. That just mean really know that music, and because people get that mixed up too with like MDing. It ain't for me to tell you every note to play either. It's not. It's not even for me to lead you necessarily, especially nowadays with cues. It's for like moments. Mm-hmm. I feel like, and like making sure that we did the job before we got on the stage. Yeah.
Most situations nowadays that we be in don't give you time to do that,
and they don't. And so, I was gonna bring that back up to like to listen to the music. Like I for the most part, I know what everybody do. Or I know that they do something in this section. I do depend on my people to know what they supposed to do in that section. Mm-hmm. Because you know, man, sometimes it'd be like a day, two before the gig, they be like, hey, we want to add this song or something. Like, bro, like, I can listen to this long enough to like know my part, and I know what it feels like, but I can't really just know the other person part like that. But I do know they do something in this section, and I can tell you when your section coming. I can tell you when it's over with. I can tell you when the field change. It don't take me long to like get that stuff, but I would like a good amount of time to be able to, if I can actually know what's really going on for everybody. But I don't know, a bass player. I'm gonna start with like know the music, feel. I ain't even gonna really go crazy on sequence. Not for the gigs I do, only because, or the gigs I would do if I was MDing for real. I'm gonna have you hooked up with some cues. So sequence is I don't know, but know the parts, know every section. I'm gonna tell you know every section, especially when we play in church, because people don't like to follow. It's like, bro, know the sections, please. But I hate to have to tell people that, because that sounds like garbage. That sounds like we don't know what we finna do.
Yeah.
Oh, I was having a conversation with Cole yesterday about that. About like church. Oh man. I made this like 2 seconds long. It's like people cool with like the world or secular things being super perfect and practice all this time, and so it can be perfect for when I come see you. But we serve a God that literally he wants a performance. It's said in the Bible he does want a performance. And but if we give it to him, and y'all done put too much, y'all done put why y'all doing all that? Like so you cool with the secular world giving you the best that they got, but don't give your best that you got to God. That is retarded to me. That is so stupid. And I'm talking about the best that you got in your means. If you ain't got the money to do whatever else, don't do that. But as much money as you do got to put towards, or much heart you got to put towards whatever you're doing, why can't we do it like, you know what I'm saying? But they production can be perfect and we don't feel no way about that. But we can't be like the world. But y'all offer God anything. The dude died. He sent God, Jesus to die for you. But you'll give him any old kind of praise. Oh my God, it would me, bro.
Wow.
But yeah, I didn't really go there. I can go days talking about that. 'Cause I was talking to Ben the other day. I was like, bro, I bet the preachers around was so like, what that nigga doing when he first bought a mic system into his church? Like the first pastor to say, I'm gonna use a mic system in my church. What the hell? What that boy got going on over there? They just gotta hear what he's saying in the back. Yes. That y'all might as well not have light. Y'all might as well be sitting candlelights in here if we not gonna progress like we. So let's make it all the way around. Let's be sweating in here. Let's not do air conditioners in here if we just gonna. What we talking? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like it's the same thing. So that was just my little tangent on that. But yeah, know the song, feel, and be able to. I need you to be you. But I need the you that we gonna go to a perfect situation that I picked you. I picked you for this gig because you're you.
Yeah.
And I need that.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Yeah. See, I ain't really been a MD per se. I led bands, but I ain't been like.
But that's really.
Yeah, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying.
In a way, you finna find out.
Yeah, I hope we'll see. We'll see if I'm built for it or not. If I take it, but or if I apply for it, I don't know.
You should, man.
Before we leave, I want to do some playing, man.
Yeah,
we done a lot of talking.
We done a lot of talking.
We went longer than I expected, but we gonna play a song for y'all. Let me make sure I know the melody.
Ooh, dog. I gotta play the melody. You sure? Cause I don't know it. Is that the one you want to do?
Oh, there we go.
What's the other one?
The chicken. I ain't played the chicken melody in a long time.
Nah, it's another one. It's in B flat too. It's just go to 1 to the 4. Which one is that?
In B flat?
What key the chicken in?
B flat?
Yeah.
We didn't change the key. We didn't put
No. I don't care about the key. I was just trying to think of an easier song. But yeah, we can rock it. I forgot they go to the 3 and stuff.
This is all live, baby. All live. It's all the way. Like I told y'all, everything is always live. It ain't very. I don't want this to be very thought out and pre-planned.
Ooh, Jeff.
So here we go.
Oh, we going in there.
Yeah, that's it, dog.
You started out.
You want to play the bass line first? You play the bass line, and I'll play the melody and chord. Yeah, 1, 2. Go ahead, knock shit out. One more time.
What you doing? Oh, I don't know that line like that.
You want a solo, Doc? Come on, Doc. Jam time. Yes, sir. Yeah. Keep going, Doc. Yeah. I'll take one. Melody. Yes, sir. One more time. There we go. I finally got it. Yeah, dude. We gotta do that more often, bro.
That was all right.
We gotta do that more often, bro.
All right,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's been another episode, Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford Podcast. Give it up for Jeff Reynolds. I told you, we can play bass. Hey, if you don't believe me,
now you believe me.
now you believe me. Jeff, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man, I appreciate
Get some words
you.
of advice to the people, man. These are people who trying to come up, man. Give some words of advice.
Okay, words of advice.
Listen.
Hey, man, be true to your word, man.
Ooh.
Say that for sure.
Ooh.
Be true to your word. It's y'all wouldn't believe how many dudes I just kind of met or know of won't show up for gigs. Take them. Don't show up for the gig. It's wild. I didn't even know that it's like a little. It's a thing, I guess. But yeah, man, stay to your word, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great advice.
Stay to your word. Do your best on your instrument. Do your best. Don't try to be nobody else. It ain't really ever gonna work like that. Do your best. Of course you want to sound like people. You want to, because you got favorites out there, man. But just be the best you. If the stuff that you like fit into your plan and you can do it, do it. If you can't, like I do, find a way to like manipulate it and just make it yours. Like be yourself, and obviously look up to people, man. That's how you get better. But
Come on.
yeah.
Well, that's a word from the great Bishop Jeffrey Reynolds. We'll see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a good weekend, a good week. I ain't even gonna do my catch this week, man.
Do the catch.
Peace out. Y'all be safe, man.
Peace out, guys.
Yes, sir.